I'm already late for this interview and this guy is a busy man, kaya binalot ko na lang ang baon ko. Yes! I don't know about you, but as a global citizen, I still crave for dishes that are truly Pinoy. Adobo, bistek, daing na bangus, tapak. Just talking about it makes me want to devour this already. And while I do crave for these lutong bahay favorites, I don't always like waiting for them to cook. Good thing Binalot wraps all this up fast, fresh, and with sides of tomato and salted egg for a truly Filipino dining experience. I'm Anthony Pangilinan, and in this episode of The Boardroom, Binalot Fiesta Food CEO Romel Juan shows us that the old-fashioned way is still the best way. Well, let's prove it now.
Hi po! Magandang araw! Tuloy po kayo sa Binalot.
Shortly after college, Romel Juan, together with his brother Rafi and friend Eileen, thought the culinary scene was a tad bit boring and all too Western for a crowd that wanted authentic Filipino dishes served fresh and hot. Because of their desire to satisfy the Filipino palate, the trio opened the first ever Binalot in Makati to satisfy hungry professionals and residents with authentic Pinoy favorites, including adobo, tapa, daing na bangus, and tocino. Having served fresh and delicious meals in banana leaves for roughly 2 decades, Binalot now has 36 stores nationwide, 1 in Dubai, and is set to open up shop in Asia, further introducing what exactly Filipino cuisine has to offer.
Hi, Anthony.
Hey!
Can I join you?
Of course, Romel. Actually, I'm the one joining you. This is your place. Sit down. Thank you for joining me in this meal. Okay, so what makes this distinctly a Binalot meal?
Well, it's the banana leaves, and distinctly, it's the salted egg and tomato.
Yes, we talked about that.
We have in almost all our Binalot meals.
You know, I'm intrigued by this, huh? Banana leaves.
Yeah.
Meron bang specs ito?
Meron. This is saging na saba. No?
So, hindi lakatan. for
Hindi
example.
pwede, masyadong manipis. So, it's really saging na saba, and then we cut it to a certain specs from our dahon community.
How do you do this over and over? I can do this once, but to do it again and again for almost 40 stores.
Of course, we have a commissary, so the standards are there, the quality is there, you're sure that we use the best raw materials, and the recipe is standard. So, kaya namin ulit-ulitin.
Well, I'm going to find out more about how you do things, but not while we're going to eat this. Why don't we do it?
In the boardroom.
He got it. Thank you. Let's do it. Is it the wrap, or is it the fact that something is wrapped inside of it?
I think to start, it's really the wrap.
Oh, look at that.
When we talk about binalot, they always say, "Uy, that's yung nakabalot," no? So I think it's really the banana leaves and the wrap.
Pero importante pa rin nasa loob.
Of course, yeah.
But you're not a cook.
I'm not. I don't cook. I eat. And when we started Binalot, I was talking to my brother. We were both working for a family business, but we still had a lot of time in our hands. It might not sound so dramatic right now, no, but it was really for fun.
So this was just part of a regular conversation.
Yes.
It's not like you went to the 10 steps to setting up your own business.
No, it's just nagkatinginan lang kami. Sabi ko, Kuya, let's put up a business. And he's like, what do we do? I said, why not food? Because we like eating. No? We didn't know how to cook. So my brother said, let's invite my friend who's a chef.
But the idea of Binalot, where did it come from?
So sabi niya,
I know your mom, used to serve you that.
That's where it came from. He told me, anong klaseng food? Sabi ko, remember before when we used to go to Alfonso Cavite, we had a little farm in Alfonso Cavite. My mom would wrap our food in banana leaves. And it's the memories of that. When we get there, we open the banana leaves and, just imagine there's rice piping hot and then there's the piece of chicken and pork adobo with the sauce glistening over the rice.
O, pwede pa naman yun sa Tupperware. Nakapatong lahat yun.
Hindi masarap.
Ganyan ka lang.
Hindi masarap. That's what I learned. If you put food in banana leaves, it has antibacterial properties. So food actually lasts longer in banana leaves.
But that's not your tagline. Antibacterial food.
No. We're the ultimate Filipino food experience. We call our food all-time Pinoy favorites. Okay, so this is your
All-time
Pinoy favorites. So these are your adobo, your bistec, tapa, longanisa, tocino, sinigang. Filipino comfort food that you can't live without.
So you started Binalot. It was initially just delivery,
Yes.
right? Can you take us back to those first days?
Okay, so when we started Binalot, we rented a residential condominium in Makati.
Oh, which I know you're eventually evicted from.
Yes, because the whole floor started to smell like adobo. So we were there, I think, for 3 months, no? But with that problem, we had to move. So we had to get our first commercial place. This was in Jupiter, in Makati. So I really didn't manage it well. I spent the whole 50,000 on the signage. So we had a very big signage in Jupiter. I ran out of money to fix the interior. So what we did, we put dark tint on the window so that you can't see inside. So ganyan dati, take-out delivery yun. So we just open the window. Ano i-order nyo? Okay, we'll get the money, then we close it right away. Para hindi makita yung loob. Pangit yung loob eh. No?
Going back to the fact that you were already in an entrepreneurial family. I mean, for some, just to start your own business, you're all consumed by it.
Well, for me, when we set up the business, and I guess this is a tip also for entrepreneur wannabes, no? I believe that you should start small. You know, you start with something you're willing to lose. You know, something you can chalk up to experience. We started with 50,000 pesos. It was my life savings at that time, but I was a fresh graduate, so I was willing to lose it. So it has been a series of lessons for me. But what didn't kill us, you know, just made us stronger.
And because Binalot is committed to consistently serve its customer while doing CSR, Romel Juan came up with Dahon, or Dangal at Hanap Buhay para sa Nayon, helping farmers in Nagcarlan, Laguna, and Quezon consistently provide the banana leaves while earning a living. Indeed, CSR can be this delicious. Romel Juan tells us more when the boardroom returns. Good old-fashioned hard work partnered with good old-fashioned Pinoy food. With 50,000 pesos in funding and a memory in his mind and heart of his mom serving him as inspiring. Romel partnered with friends to set up Binalot to serve Pinoy food the traditional way. More stories are coming from Romel. In the meantime, Vida, show me how to work this out the Binalot way. So we do it this way. Ayun. Ayan. Okay. Okay. Perfect! But it wasn't always fun. At one point, you had thoughts of closing it down.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
that was not fun anymore at that point.
Yes, in '97 the economy dropped in the whole of Asia, right? So suddenly our sales dropped. You know, our customers, their companies were closing down. So to me, you know, sabi ko, okay na to, kuya, natuto na tayo. No, let's not fall in love with the business. Let's close it down.
So it's Asian crisis. It's not working. Let's not fall in love with the business. Walang personalan to. Computation lang. Let's close it down. And then, in that crisis, an
And
opportunity
then a
opened up.
mall offered us a space. It was a 24 square meter area, like a food court space. No? So small, but we didn't have money to invest in constructing it. So we did our own cabinets. You know, I drew up the plans myself and everything. We bought the equipment na ano rin, yung hulugan. No? But we got through it. You know, we got through it. And it was a hit. So I guess our market was there already. So that's when we started opening in the malls.
The idea of setting up an advocacy, was this born out of, again, you said it was also part of the crisis.
It's another crisis. It's another crisis. That's why I really believe that with every crisis, there's an opportunity. In 2006, the Typhoon Milenio hit Luzon. And it wiped out all the banana leaves in Luzon. So we had to import our banana leaves from Iloilo and Bacolod. It was expensive. You know, of course, we had a responsibility to our franchisees that the prices were fixed. So we were selling at a loss. No? But that's when we got the idea of going straight to the source. And we found that source in Nagcarlan, Laguna. And that's when we set up our CSR.
So there was no thought of dropping banana leaves?
Oh, never. Never.
That was a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable yun. Banana leaves talaga. Binalot is wrapped in banana leaves. That's why the name of our CSR is Dahon. It's dangal at hanap buhay para sa nayon.
So dahon, in a sense, is giving them the chance to provide you with the banana leaves that you need, but you give them the business or the jobs.
That's what we're trying to do whenever we expand into certain locations. We try to source our raw materials from that area and empower the community in that area. And
mutually beneficial relationship.
You teach them how to do business as well. I mean, when they started, they always wanted to be paid in cash, and they would come here and they would try to get the cash and then travel back to Laguna. I said, kung ma-hold up ka. So we helped them open up a bank account, so that we can just pay them with checks. And we taught them how to do simple accounting. And we're also supporting the preschool, the daycare in that area.
Right.
So we provide them with books, and then we pay for the teacher there. We realized that you don't have to be big. You don't have to be a big business. You don't have to be a multinational to have a CSR, a corporate social responsibility program.
But your main customer is the franchisee.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little more about that? Your passion about franchising.
Our passion really and the direction of Binalot is really towards the franchisee. The franchisees are our customers. The end customer is the customer of our franchisees. So if our franchisees are happy, then they will give good service to the end customers.
Right.
So talagang franchising. Franchising is going to business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we are here to support our franchisees with marketing, with operations, with HR, with even finance, financial management, accounting. So what we do is we cut the learning curve. The things that we've experienced and the mistakes that we've had, hindi mo na kailangan pagdaanan yun kasi tuturuan ka na namin. And I believe in entrepreneurship through franchising. So that's the advocacy also of Binalot, is creating more jobs and creating more entrepreneurs through franchising.
So they've also given you stability, in a sense.
Oh, yeah. And we've learned through the years. We have seen what successful franchisees are, and it's usually the hands-on franchisees who are successful. During training pa lang, na sila na talaga yung gusto nila, sila yung nagluluto, sila yung nag-cash register and everything. And then you see that these are the guys who have the passion for it. So these are the successful franchisees.
Success. But you said at least 10, 11, 12 years to stabilize. Isn't that a long time?
Well, I guess it is, but to me, it's relative. The rate of mortality of businesses is very high in the first year.
Yes.
That's why franchising helps with this.
But you seem to be embracing an idea of growing slowly. I mean, I don't see, for example, if I had stabilized my business, I wake up the next morning, let's explode and grow this. That doesn't seem to be your approach.
Well, I believe in slowly but surely.
Binalot took its advocacy further by using e-vehicles for its deliveries, eco bags for takeout, and even washable utensils. Of course, you can always use your hands. They did this so that there would be less waste. They would promote eco-friendly policies in the fast food industry. Now, what else has Binalot wrapped up for its customers, old and new? We find out when the boardroom returns. What started as a humble kiosk in Makati has won several awards, including one of the best food retailers in the country by the Philippine Retailers Association. As we continue our conversations with Romel Juan, he tells us the bigger package that Binalot is and what Romel Juan plans for himself, his family, and the community looking into the future. What's the key to running a quick service business?
TC, you really have to have a high transaction count. So
Frequency,
you have,
mabilis.
frequency. Yeah,
Marami
you
sila.
have to bring in as much people as you can to the store or deliver as much food to them as you can.
So the distinction between TC, transaction count, and AC, which is the average.
Average check.
Okay, so mas priority yung mas maraming bumibili.
For a QSR,
Okay.
quick service restaurant category, it's really TC.
But you are growing.
Yes.
And I know you're going abroad. You have one in Dubai, where you have 600,000, kamo?
Yes.
Filipinos.
We have 600,000.
So what is the vision of Binalot when it comes to growth outside of the Philippines?
Well, we'd want to get into countries where there are a lot of Filipino communities.
Kasi Pinoy talaga eh, no?
Pinoy
Yun
talaga. Pinoy talaga.
ang
And
target mo.
hahanapin talaga nila ang Filipino food. But for us right now, we just want to open up more stores in the Middle East because we're already there and we've found success there. But of course, next year, it's still the Philippines. There's still a lot of growth potential in the Philippines. As I said, there's a lot of new companies that are opening up.
And there are also a lot of competitors coming up.
Yes.
So how would you innovate? There was novelty the first time we heard about, oy, Binalot yan. Diba? How does Binalot continue to innovate?
Well, we
Mas
tried...
magandang balot or...
Pwede. We try to introduce new packaging also, but we always have a new offering every quarter. So we always try to cull out the slow-moving products and introduce new ones, so that there's always something new to look forward to naman in the stores. But I would say the brand also. I mean, not a lot of companies can say that they have 20 years of experience under their belts. Binalot is 20 years this year.
And 37 branches, is that right?
Yes, we have 37 branches, 6 company-owned stores, 1 branch abroad.
And what's next, therefore, for you?
Our main expansion strategy is still franchising. So we would like to find more franchise partners. Of course, also good locations. No?
What is, beyond Binalot, what is Romel Juan's, the entrepreneur's plans for the future? How he wishes to, see himself 5, 10, 20 years from now?
Well, for one thing, my parents, my family, we've always been entrepreneurs. So I'm doing what I like right now. I'm already enjoying what I'm doing. My dad told me that he'll never retire. And I believe him because he hasn't retired yet. He's 70, 76, 77 now. I don't think I'm going to retire because I love what I'm doing, There was one time one of my entrep idols spoke, Manny Villar, and I heard him. He said, why is it that Henry C., John Gokongwei, how old are they now? They're in their 90s now. Why are they still working? He said, because they love what they're doing, How can you tell a singer to stop singing? How can you tell a painter to stop painting? How can you tell an entrepreneur to stop doing business? So as long as you love what you're doing, I think you shouldn't stop. So to me, that's what I want to happen. When I grow old, I want to be doing what I like to be doing, what I enjoy doing. So to me, that's the measure of success.
You did mention, however, at one other interview, connecting a successful family man as a successful person. Could you close with that?
Yeah, the way I gauge success is not really through the material gain, of a person. I look at the family. If they have a successful family life, then I think they're successful.
You got 3 girls.
I have 3 girls, 1 15, Maxine, Francine is 12, Karine is 9. I have 1 wife, Christine. And if there's something that I can say that I'm really proud of, it's my family.
Well, let's wrap it up. Balutin natin ang interview with
Sige.
that closing statement.
Wrap up the Binalot.
Salamat. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much. God
much.
bless you.
Thank
you
you
for
very
this
much.
time. The 3 F's of Romel Juan. Do it with fun, grow it through franchising, and put the family first along the way. Join me again next week as we engage some of the country's top business leaders, innovators, and executives. I'm Anthony Pangilinan, and this is The Boardroom. Mukhang marami kang binalot dyan, ha? Yan ang mascot ng expansion. Alright.